NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Jeffries. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jeffries. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jeffries. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Cottrell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jeffries throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First down and goal to go.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jeffries. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle here to Wilson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jeff Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 36-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews.
Complete to Mark Andrews. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Raiders 7, Ravens 0.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jeffries. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. This offense, Charles, well, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0, and the finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's
caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a give, right side. Cottrell. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Jeffries. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. To throw on second down, Jeffries. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Jeffries. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake. Jeffries. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jeffries. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
The kick by Carlson is good. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Powers through. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And even 150 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Looking to throw. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go, but how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even up at 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will sing this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big play that time on the catch and run.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 25.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw. Jeffries. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jeffries. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown, Raiders. Jeff Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
as a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They go play action here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. Now we'll have to check the flag, but I think this one's going to stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them? I don't even know
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off.